I see that we're live now.
It's live. All right. Okay, 5114.
5113, and then it's going to be section 10.
Judge, basically it comes down to the habeas is moot because the governor's warrant has been filed with the district clerk. And we'd ask the court to admit that as State's Exhibit 1 during this proceeding. And so Ms. Starling is asking for her client's right to an extradition hearing now under Section 10 of 5113.
Give me just a moment. Stop, everybody. Stop. Stop. Okay. I don't know what everybody else gets. It takes somewhere between 20 seconds and forever once it's live on YouTube before the YouTube feed box I opened up starts. But once it does start, then I hear everything twice. So that's why I say, stop. I've got it shut off now. Okay. Now I'm only hearing things once. Y'all don't hear it twice because I don't have my speakers shared. So I hear everything twice. Okay, so I'm looking at the article 5113, section 10. All right. So we have to bring him in front of me and tell him that there's a warrant and exhibit it to him. I think it said, perhaps not. And then see if he wants an opportunity to hire counsel, and he already has counsel. So, and have you had a chance to discuss this with your client, Ms. Sterling?
Yes, me and Miss, I forgot Janisha's last name for a minute, but me and co-counsel spoke with Douglas yesterday. We sent the governor's warrant to the jail. We weren't able to confirm if they were able to print it out for him. They said that they were going to try in order to do that. But Your Honor, it's 95 pages. Plus the 2 pages from the Tennessee governor. And so it's my understanding that when the court will do what it needs to procedurally in informing him of the warrant and the charges, that Mr. Lockbaum will assert his rights under Section 10 and will ask that we be given adequate time to prepare for a habeas proceeding under section 10, since it's a significantly different type of proceeding, and we couldn't have even begun to prepare for the habeas until we actually received the warrant.
Okay, and I see the sheriff has signed on. The sheriff's office, let me sign into net data and see if I can pull that up. Ms. Sawyer scanned it yesterday.
I did email it to you as well, Your Honor, this morning in a PDF, if that's quicker. Yes, sir. Did it not come through?
It is 8:48. I was going to say I didn't see it, but
yes.
I looked before then, and then I had to reboot. All right, so let me open these up. Note the statute for that. All right, then. So we're on the record. This is habeas corpus 21-0002. In re Douglas Edward Lockbaum. Are both sides ready?
State's ready, Judge.
All right, I will rule that this habeas corpus is moot, but as we're here on the record with the attorneys for both sides and Mr. Lockbaum, we'll let Mr. Lockbaum know that the governor of Texas has issued a governor's arrest warrant for your arrest at the request of the governor of Tennessee. And the state of Tennessee says that you are charged in circuit court in Madison County, Tennessee, with 4 counts of violation of an order of protection and 1 count of aggravated stalking. And the state of Tennessee is asking that you be returned or sent to the state of Tennessee to face trial on those charges. Now, I believe you've already filled out an application for a court-appointed attorney or affidavit, is that correct? And you're muted, sir.
Was that question addressed to me, sir?
Yes.
Can you repeat that? It's hard to hear. There's a lot of noise in the background.
All right. I believe you've already filled out an application for a court-appointed attorney or an affidavit.
Have I?
Yes.
I have not.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask the Texas Rural Legal Aid, the Public Defender's Office, to get in touch with you after the conclusion of this hearing and have you fill out an affidavit. They were previously appointed to represent you in the habeas corpus, and I will assume for the time being that you don't have a big stack of money in the bank somewhere that you could use to hire a private attorney with, and I will appoint them to represent you in the in the extradition matter. And have you had any opportunity to discuss this since you've had a chance to look at the papers in the state of Tennessee, or have you had a chance to look at them?
I was giving last night, roughly, I'd say 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. from an employee with the last name Layau, a stack of documents that reference in all caps the state of Tennessee. Then lights were turned off at around 9 o'clock. So I've had a brief opportunity to.
All right, sir. Would you like an opportunity to meet with your attorney in a breakout room?
No.
Okay. All right. So have you had sufficient opportunity to review the documents that you were given to know whether you wish to contest the request to have you extradited to Tennessee?
Kathy, what do you say in regards to that?
It's my understanding, Your Honor, and Douglas, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's my understanding that Douglas does wish to contest the extradition. I think he was trying to express to the court he only had an hour and a half to review the documents, but from our conversations, I believe we would like to file a habeas and contest the extradition. Is that correct, Douglas?
Well, thank you so much for that, Kathy, and good morning to everybody. And I'm glad that this is on the record and recorded via Zoom, and every person is witness, and every word I say is on record. I'm very appreciative of that, and that it will be heard, and free from oppressive use of force, fraud, and coercion, depriving me of my liberty and freedoms. Now, I would like to just introduce myself to the court.
All right, Mr. Lockbaum, all we're trying to determine right now is the answer to a question. There's either they're saying, yeah, that's me, that they're asking for in Tennessee. Not that you've ever been to Tennessee, not that there's any validity to any criminal charges, but just saying, yeah, that's me, and I'll go back to Tennessee and face the charges. Or they're saying, no, I want to contest the governor's warrant and not voluntarily return to Tennessee. So if you're not telling me that you're ready to voluntarily return to Tennessee, then the only other option is you're contesting the governor's warrant. So which one is it?
I hear you. I am contesting the governor's warrant. I was just trying to clarify who I am, and that I operate under private registered indemnity bond. AM 0.
I will continue. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you in filing a writ of habeas corpus. How long do you expect you need for that, Ms. Starling?
I would like a minimum of a week, Your Honor. The documents are extensive, and I would like to continue to research case law. And that would, like I said, a minimum. And then, Your Honor,
so if you want to look at the, I mean, you can get a hold of the court schedule. I mean, Friday is always a good time, but it doesn't have to be a Friday. We've got district court on a week from today is the 19th. I don't know how full the dockets are. We have Wilson County District Court the 22nd and the 24th of this month also.
22nd.
And Judge, if I may interject, it sounds like from where we're at right now, I have two witnesses that are going to testify as custodian of records as to fingerprint cards regarding Mr. Lockbaum's arrest in Tennessee and here in Wilson County. I am assuming we are not going to go forward with that today. I would rather not hold them captive and release Captain Rudder and Sergeant Reyna if that's not going to be heard today.
No, I mean, they haven't even had a chance to file their motion. So
I understand, Judge. I'm just saying, can they be excused from this hearing?
Yes.
Then?
Yes.
Okay, Captain Rudder and Sergeant Reyna, y'all are free to leave, and I'll give you a call.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Anytime. Thank you very much.
And Your Honor, I was looking at the court schedule. I forgot that Monday was a holiday, and so I would be more comfortable with the 24th date. Did you say the court? Yeah, there's court on the 24th.
Now, let me ask Ms. Poppy, what does the schedule look like on the 24th?
The 24th right now, sir, we have 44 cases set, but a lot of those are new indictments where we just have the first appearance. So I believe that would be an okay time.
Okay.
And you only have criminal that day, so that's also good.
Okay. All right.
And Your Honor, before we close the record, may I make a request?
Sure.
We never made, we made our announcements, but we never identified ourselves for the record. And so can we identify ourselves?
Certainly.
My name is Kathy Starling. I work for Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid as a public defender, and I am here representing Douglas Edward Lockbaum.
All right. The attorneys for the state?
Mark Day and Lorraine Whitney with the 81st District Attorney's Office representing the state of Texas.
All right. And anyone else from TRLA want to announce? Ms. Davis?
I'm Janisha Davis, public defender with Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, representing defendant Douglas Edward Lockbaum.
All right, so we're going to set this for the 24th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, if you would, Ms. Starling, if you would post to everyone in chat just the cause number, the name, and the date. After that, you are excused.
Your Honor,
And should
Yes, sir.
I file,
Right.
I'm so sorry, Douglas.
Your Honor,
Real quick. Should I file the new habeas into the old cause number, or it's a new habeas under a different section, so.
Ms. Sawyers, which answer does the clerk's office prefer? And you're muted.
If y'all are closing out the current case, we'll need to reopen a new one.
Okay, well, just,
I'll put the name and the proceeding.
that's good. Okay. All right, yes, Mr. Lockbaum.
may I have an opportunity to introduce myself to the court?
Yes, briefly.
I will. Thank you so much, and I will be brief, and I appreciate that. So my name is Douglas Edward Lockbaum, and I operate under private registered indemnity bond, AMRI 001 RA 393-427-640 US. I just want to state on the record that I have unlimited credit under my private registered indemnity bond and my 1099-A, and I would also like to clearly state very plainly and very simply on the record that I'm not a municipal citizen, not a capital U period, capital S period citizen, not a British territorial US citizen, not lost at sea, and I do not work for the government. My political status was changed when I came into this facility. I appreciate everybody's time today. I'm seeking the truth to get to my sons who were physically and sexually abused by Ralph Hazelhurst and Amanda Hazelhurst. And that information was covered up by TJ King, Andrew Smith, the staff of Madison County Sheriff's Office, in addition to color of law, acting under Ralph Hazelhurst, who was an assistant district attorney for 14 years. In early August, I went to the Madison County Sheriff's Office, who was represented by a gentleman that I don't know who was on this call. August, I went in to ask for investigations on what my children were telling me about physical and sexual abuse, being afraid of being kissed like they're married, having hair in their mouths when they stand in front of their stepfather, being given stuff that tastes like the dark stuff, waking up in the middle of the night being fondled. This is all happening in their mother's house. She's married to Ralph Hazelhurst. The affidavit that was provided to a gentleman by the name of Cisco has none of that information in it. And I need to ask the court some questions pertaining to the safety of my children.
All right, Mr. Lockbaum, what I can tell you is,
Sir, I am fighting for my
all
children.
I know
That's
about
all I'm
what
doing.
offenses you may be charged with in the state of Tennessee or.
I need to get it on the record for my children, sir.
Okay, sir, is.
Everybody has covered up their
All right,
voice.
Mr. Lockbaum, I'm gonna.
They have
mute you
not
for a moment.
done it.
The only thing I know is what's in the paperwork that you had a copy to review, and you've had it to review longer than I have. But I can tell you, however, sir, that you have indicated that you're not a United States citizen. I need to tell you that under the Vienna Convention, if you are not a United States citizen, if you are the citizen of some other nation, that you have the right to contact the consular authorities in whatever nation you are a citizen of for assistance in this case. So I'll ask you to unmute, and
If I could respond to that.
consular authorities that you wish to get in contact with, I will direct the sheriff's department to let you make a phone call to them.
I am, thank you, Your Honor, and I apologize. In matters of my children, in situations like this, and I know everybody does not have that information, I apologize for how I move forward there.
All right, anything else?
I just briefly, I'm a declared and documented recorded Texan who went through the process of recording birthright, political status, and standing on the land and soil of Texas. I just wanted to declare. Thank you.
Okay, well then we are adjourned, and we'll reconvene on the new writ on the 24th. All right. That ends this